All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is the brother Quad from the DC camp. Come back at you with another lesson, and I'm entitled this one, Convictions. All right, as you can see on here, on the picture, it says the convictions by which we live. And who is that we? It's the hopeful elect, man. The household of faith. Okay? And then that's how we live. We live according to faith. The scripture says we walk by faith and not by sight. And that dictates how we live in our daily life, man. All right? So without further ado, let me get this first scripture and then I'm going to go into the lesson. This is Romans uh what is it? No, it's Romans 14 and verse 5. It says, one man esteemeth one day above another. Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right? So we're fully persuaded with this thing, man. You know? Before we chose to do this thing of ours that we're doing, this walk, this lifestyle, we had to be fully persuaded in order to do it. And you have to be. You have to be. And otherwise, you wouldn't be able to stand in this thing, man. The cares of this world will pluck you out, you know? Or the afflictions, you will get offended. Because, hey, in this thing, we're going to be afflicted, man. Now, let me get the definition of the word conviction, all right? It's a couple ones, but the ones we're going to focus on, I'm going to just get all of them. It says the judgment of a jury or judge that a person is guilty of a crime as charged, the state of being found or proved guilty. But here's this is the ones we want. It says the act or process of convincing, the state or appearance of being convinced, a fixed or strong belief. And that's it. We have a fixed and strong belief on this, man. And that word fixed is key, man. You know? This hope that we have is key. You know, because we fully believe in this thing. What's that scripture real quick? I was just thinking about it. 1 second. I think it's Hebrews. Let me get this real quick. This is Hebrews 6 and verse. Let me see what I want. Okay. This is Hebrews 6 verse 11. I'm going to start from. It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. And that's what we get from the apostles, our elders on down. That's what we push brothers to be diligent. You know, show that same diligence until the end, man. It says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. And that's why, you know, that's why we diligent, because we trying to inherit the promises, man. Then I say earlier, the hopeful elect, it says, for when the Most High made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely, blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thee. And so, after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. Because we have to endure. And we have to endure it patiently in this world, man. In this world that isn't for us. It says, for men verily swear by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them an end of all strife, wherein the Most High, willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs of promise his immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath, that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie, we might have a strong consolation, who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us. Here's the point. Which hope we have for an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which entereth into that within the veil, whether the forerunner is for us entered, even Yahushua made an high priest for us For even after the order of Melchizedek. So we have this hope as an anchor into our souls, man. You know? Let me get some of these words. Blue letter won't be acting stupid. Get that word anchor. Anchor, any stay or safeguard. Ancient anchors resembled modern ones in form. They were of iron, provided with a stock and with two teeth-like extremities, often by, often, but by no means without flukes, whatever that means. Excuse me. It says anchor, and heavy object attached to a cable or chain and used to moor a ship to the bottom. Okay. A mainstay. All right. Let me get. Oh, come on. It was as an anchor. Steadfast is the one I want.
Strong's G 949. Bebios. Bebios.
Stable, fast, firm. Metaphor, sure or trusty. So, this hope that we have, both sure and steadfast, as it says, that this anchor, the hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, man. And we know this is because Yahushua did it. And as I went into earlier, man, we know Yahushua is real because we can understand the scriptures, man. Yahushua loosed the seals and he's supping with us, man. Because we get Jake asks us all the time, what makes y'all, live? What makes y'all continue to come out here and do what we do? It's because we convinced, man. What is it? There's a question that says, what conviction do you hold that you will not give up, deny, or surrender? And it's this truth, man. Scriptures say, hold fast till I come. In Revelation 2 and 25. And that's what we're doing. All right? This is what men of the Lord is called to do. And without this faith, it's impossible to please the Lord, man. And it's not our conviction is not a private matter. Though when we walking in this world, we wise, okay. But if somebody asks us, first of all, we make it. The scriptures say, "Make full proof of thy ministry," and that's what we do. And the way we live, our conduct, it displays that. You got all these holidays, wicked holidays that pass. We don't participate in these things. You see? And people see that. People see your actions, and through our actions, that's how they're able to see the Most High. So it's our convictions is constantly on display for people to see, man. It's because we live it out in our words and our actions, man. How we deal. The Most High has given us standards, man, principles. And the Most High has high standards, man. All right? So he giving us his word to protect and guide us, man, motivate us. And our convictions and these things, that's what heavily influences our lives, man. So what we do, we examine ourselves, as the scriptures say. Examine yourself whether you be in the faith. We examine them to see whether what we doing, it contributes to this, to the ministry, man, to this work or not. And if not, we got to cut certain things out. Is it according to the Most High's will? Let me get Acts 4. Salakia. Okay, this is Acts 4. And this is Acts 4 and verse 13. It says, now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled and took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua. And beholding the man which was healed standing with them, they could say nothing against it. But when they had commanded them to go aside out of the council, they conferred among themselves, saying, what shall we do to these men? For that indeed a notable miracle have been done by them is manifest to all that dwell in Jerusalem, and we cannot deny it. But that it spread no further among the people, let us straightly threaten them that they speak henceforth to no man in this name. And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor teach in the name of Yahushua. But Peter, but Peter and John answered and said unto them, whether it be right in the sight of the Most High to hearken unto you more than unto the Most High, judge ye. For we cannot but speak the things which we have seen and heard. So when they had further threatened them, they let them go, finding nothing how they might punish them because of the people. For all men glorified the Most High for that which was done. So Peter and John, they showed that conviction, man. Excuse me. They showed that conviction, man. You know, when the lame man was healed, they was wanting not to teach in Yahushua's name. But guess what? They held firmly they convictions, man. You know, they said whether it's right in the sight of the Most High to give heed to you rather than him, you judge that. But we're going to speak what we seen and heard, man. Scripture say what? Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. All right? And that's how we live, man. And we're going to carry that belief into out the end. Because it's, hey, man. Like, that's what it's called. That's what's called a godly conviction, man. You know? Unwavering, man. Oh, let me get that. Just thought of it. 1 second. Shoot. Man. Damn. I can't even find that scripture I wanted. Salakia. It's called to out. But yeah. Yahushua. Oh, matter of fact, when Yahushua was faced with death, guess what? He clung onto it. 1 second. He clung on to his convictions, man. This is Luke 22. This is Luke 22, and let me start from verse 40. It says, and when he was at the place, he said unto them, pray that ye enter not into temptation. And he was withdrawn from them about a stone's cast, and kneeled down and prayed, saying, Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done. And Yahushua, he said not his will, but the Lord's. Because he had a strong belief in the Lord. That was his mission that to carry out. And we have a mission to carry out. You see that? And what did Yahushua say when he actually finished? He said, it is finished, man. You know? See, we have a duty right now to do this ministry. Hold up. Yeah, this is John 15 in verse 13. It says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And that's what we doing, man. You know, we have to walk in that same stead. That's why that's why we give our life to this ministry. It's a lifestyle. You know, we have to go to the camps. We have to get up with brothers, things that people don't see off the camera. You know, we have to study. We have to feed the flock. Yahushua said, if you love me, feed my lambs. And we claim to love the Lord, man. We claim to follow the Lord. If we love him, we're gonna follow him, we're gonna do as he said. 1 John 3:16 says, "Hereby perceive we the love of the Most High, because he laid down his, or the love of God, because he laid down his life for us." And that was talking about Yahushua. It says, "And we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren." How do you do that? You become dead to this world, but alive in Yahushua. We prisoners of Yahushua, man. You see? And the Lord gave us the vision, so we understand what's going to happen, man. What's that? This is 2 Peter 3 verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness." So, hey, that's how we live our life, man. We're not living our lives to preserve something in this world. We live our lives as hastening the day of the Lord, and we're doing everything in our power for that to happen. The scriptures say that when this gospel go to the full corner of the earth, then shall the end come. And we believe in that. So we push this gospel out to our brethren to raise up them in the last day. That's the will of the Lord, and also for the end to come. Because once the elect is sealed, that's when the Lord is going to do his thing, man. He's going to get busy. At the same time, you won't see the so-called, because see, a lot of people, they look at the carnal aspect of it. They see that, like, they see Esau getting irritated and mad, and they getting scared about it, man. You know? But that's not how we dictate or live our lives, man. So they ask us, man, what does it take to live this life of purpose, man? You know? We live for something greater than our own selves, man, our own lives. The scriptures say that. Let me see. I already mentioned how we gave up our lives, man. Brothers had things that we wanted to do, but this we was fully convinced of this, man. And this is why we live the way we live. A lot of people on the outside, they think we gave up our lives, man. Nah, we gave up this life so that we can live with Yahushua. This is Luke 14:26. It says, "If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple." You see that? So we got to hate our own lives. Let me see what that word is. So it's pretty much just saying you detest this life, man. To love it less than you love the Lord. If you love this world less than you love the Lord, then you're going to do what he said to do, no matter what. And no matter whose will or wants come above that. Hey, if we got to sacrifice our life and we about to get our head chopped off, you think our families and things is going to want that? No. But guess who? But if it's pleasing in the sight of the Lord, then let his will be done. You think Yahushua, you think the people wanted Yahushua to die? Peter chopped off one of the soldiers' ears. He was not willing to let him die, man. But guess what? That was the will of the Lord, and that's why he was known as the adversary. Well, not known as the adversary, but Yahushua called him the adversary, man. You see? It takes a different kind of man to do this, man. It's courage. You gotta stand your ground in the face of the criticism, the rejection. The only answer for that is the conviction, being utterly convinced by the truth of the Most High's word, man. What was that scripture? Okay, here we go. I remember it. I'm about to have to hurry up because the boss just hit me up. Let me get this though. This is This is Hebrews 12, verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endureth such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. You see that? Yahushua, he despised the shame, man. He despised the shame. But he endured the contradiction of sinners, man. You know, he rejoiced all the people rejecting him, you know, criticizing him, calling him a devil, a blasphemer. But he did it. He did it for the Lord, man, for the glory that was set before him, man. But you gotta have faith in order to do that. Which a lot of people don't have faith, man. You see that? And we not above our master, man. Scripture say this, Matthew 10, verse 24. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is not enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? You see that? So we got to endure that. Got people calling us rapists just for teaching the word, man. You know? They say we hate women, we hate our family, we hate our children, just for teaching the word, man, the truth. But we got to endure that, man. You know? And it's because we convinced, man. Because people wonder, why would you endure that? Why would you take that, man? And it's because we don't see the way you people see. We don't see the way the world sees things, man. We see beyond that. We see through the spirit. You know, we looking for what does it scripture say? Laying up your treasures in heaven, man. Scripture say our life is hid with Yahushua, and when he come, we're gonna receive it, man. So we endure these things. We give up our wants for now, man. All right. Hey, but yeah, Lord willing, I could do another a video later. You know, we're gonna go to camp as well. But until the next one, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash. And I want to say shalom to you, Akim, out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. The great double honor to our apostles as well. You know, shalom.